had to change shirts for this. Give me 1 sec. Hey guys, it's Erica, and the reason why I wanted to change shirts for this video, Animaniacs, is because I'm gonna be talking about how I got into this show. So first things first, back when I was just a little child, I used to play all these SNES games on my brother's computer in his room almost every single day. There was like a whole crap load of games in there, but one of the games I was playing was the SNES version of Animaniacs. And back then, that was the first time I discovered them. I'm pretty sure I never finished playing that fully, because I always either took a break or just did like, oh, I give up, I'm never gonna finish this. So that was just one of the things that I knew about them. I didn't know what they sounded like back then, but there was this vivid memory of me watching Wacko's Wish on Cartoon Network, I believe. But even in that time, after all that, I completely forgot what they sounded like. And one day, I decided to look at this compilation of adult jokes found in cartoons, and then all of a sudden, I find a clip of Animaniacs. It was with this one joke.
Wait a minute. You expect us poor innocent children to climb up dangerous scaffolding and paint naked people all over a church?
We'll do it!
But we're not doing it for the sake of art, and we're not doing it for the sake of money. No, we're doing it because we like painting naked people.
Oh my goodness, I swear. Good night, everybody. And that was the first time I discovered what they sounded like, and I was like, okay, alright. And the other few videos I was watching was the end cards, you know, like, we're animating, totally insane, da 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 da. And you know what, I kind of forgot what age I was, either 16, 17, somewhere in those years. Not surprising, but I started to develop a crush on Yakko. But that phase is over, since I never continued watching the show after those few times. And besides, I'm 21, so that's over. I just see him as like a little brother or a little tiny bestie. There were a few times where sometimes I'm in my brother's room and he's just watching TV on Hulu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that show was still on Hulu back then. And I remember the segments that were showing these.
Yakko, it's time to take the ink blot test. Now, tell me, what does this remind you of?
Girls.
What does this remind you of?
Girls.
What does this remind you of?
Girls.
You are obsessed with girls!
Hey, you're the one showing me all the sexy pictures.
Oh.
Hey, Doc, you know what this one reminds me of?
What?
The next cartoon.
That clip gets me every time I watch it, and girls. I even have the in my vocabulary, so oops. And I don't know why, but that little last part with the next cartoon, it's cute to me. I don't know why, just the way it looks. It's like the next cartoon. And I remember 2 of the songs, and they are so iconic, but this one is so slept on. We need to talk about it more often, where Yakko was singing all the words in the English language. Even I want to learn that song. This one part specifically gets me every single time.
Facial infection and fractal infraction and fraudulent fragrant frappe. Frankincense, frankincense, shoot, yada yada flambe.
Shoot. We all know he wanted to cuss. Good night, everybody. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more of these kind of good night, everybody jokes here, so. And the other song I saw, you probably know which one I'm gonna say. You wanna take a guess before I say it? You give up? The other song I saw, and I was so astonished, was, drumroll please, Yakko's World! It's so obvious. It's so obvious. It's such an iconic song. I have every Animaniacs song on my playlist, especially this one. I learned that song in like about a week. How crazy is that? Like, I don't know if this question has been answered in any Q&As in the conventions, all that stuff, interviews, all that stuff, but I'm wondering how long it took Rob to do that. He did it in one take, believe it or not. You should believe it. He's that talented. But hey, I'm pretty sure he learned that in about a few hours. I'm certain. Also, about that crush thing, let me just say, you wanna know the reason why I was crushing on Yakko for the very first time? It's because of this title card.
We're singing to the max, there's baloney in our slacks. We're animating, totally insane.
Dana Delaney.
Animaniacs, those are the facts.
There was just something about that face that totally hit my heart. in the best way. I don't know. He's a total charmer. But I'm 21 right now. I'm saying this in the most platonic way. Anyways, nothing really happened after the past few years, after all that stuff. But when I heard that the reboot was coming out, and I was pretty interested, I was like, oh, okay, cool, they're coming back. How cool is that? And here we are now, November 2020. I instantly got hooked with the characters and the segments and all that stuff, everything. And you know what? This thing isn't just about Animaniacs, it's about Pinky and the Brain. Because there was also a few adult jokes that I saw in that one compilation, which was this one.
Tomorrow is the running of the Kentucky Derby. Do you know what that is?
Oh, a very large hat.
Promise me something, Pinky. Never breed.
I'll try.
Oh boy. Also, judge me all you want, but I started to develop a crush on Pinky. Well, I'm sorry, but he's just too much of a darn cutie. What? So after watching that one season of the new reboot episodes, I was watching Wacko's Wish, and boy oh boy, I cried at the ending. And after watching that, I decided to go ahead and binge watch the full 1990 series. I actually finished it. I really forgot how long that took. Pretty sure it took like a month. Because it is a whole lot. And after that, I started watching Pinky and the Brain, the spin-off. I'm just gonna say this now. I started to develop a crush on him. Pinky is Pinky, okay? Okay. Anyways, holy narf. After all that, you know I had to go on Amazon and stuff, almost every single shopping site, and get all the merch that I could get. You know what? I did say I wanted to show a book that I was reading, and I actually read it in a day. Speaking of Rob Paulsen, give me a sec. Guess what I got? I got his book. Ooh, you should have seen the looks on my face when I first got it, when I first opened my freaking package. This is end of video me talking. I forgot to mention I have a video of me opening that book. Look at it. It's here! Oh my goodness, ever since I found it on Amazon months ago, for some reason I was nervous to get it. But I finally had the freaking bravery to get it. Just you wait. You have no idea how excited I am to read this! No pictures? Who cares? Rob, if you're watching this, I got your book. I'm so excited to read it. I'm literally shaking right now. I've never been excited to get a book. Oh my god, I'm just so excited. I know I'm gonna love this. See how happy I was? He makes me that happy. My mom wanted to record a video of just my face. I was that happy. Anyways, back to the rest of the video. Oh, that was the happiest I've ever was. And for a book, this may be the only one I get excited for. Look, it's him. It is honestly a life's mission to meet this man. Basically, if you don't know what this book is about, it's basically an autobiography of how he got into voice acting. He was in camera work first. He was in a band, which was pretty cool. And most of the time, how he got through throat cancer. And my goodness, he is a strong man for that. Like, dude, that is a miracle that he survived that. Like, in all seriousness, it is a miracle. I'll be honest, I cried like 3 times reading this. What a life he went through to get to where he is now. Ah! He's already noticed me a few times. Okay, I'm just gonna show this one shirt right now since it's one of the things that he looked at. So remember the TMI tag where I was currently binge watching TMNT? Well, I finished it and boy oh boy, I loved it. A few days, weeks later, I decided to get this. It's Donatello. Oh, I love that man to pieces. The day I got that shirt, I instantly put it on. I took a selfie, I sent it to Rob, and this is what he said. I was in a call with a friend when this happened. She's always there when I'm just losing my crap over something. Hey, if you're watching this, what's up? And another thing was, well, oops. I was just looking through YouTube, seeing some stuff that I could find that he was a part of. And I noticed that he was part of this thumb project where it's just like a whole bunch of movie parodies with thumbs. And the one I saw was Thumb Wars. and his character's name was Ooby Doo Banooby. Like, just see for yourself.
Who are you?
I am Ooby Doo Banooby. I have the silliest name in the galaxy.
What's your middle name?
Scooby Dooby.
Ooby Doob Scooby Dooby Banooby?
One and the same.
That is just hilarious. And so I sent him the link being like, this is a video I watch on a daily basis. And this is what he put. I was with my parents when this happened. Woo. And of course there were some times where he's liked my comments on Instagram. Ooh. I was at work when that happened. I was jumping up and down. I was squealing. I was walking around the store, just losing my mind. Good thing they didn't give a crap, because hey, a fangirl at work, what you gonna do? And the biggest notice I've ever had was when he was doing his podcast, Talking Tunes. I love it so much. He was doing a little Q&A, and there was his Twitter feed on Esports Arena to send Twitter videos of you asking a question for him. And so I submitted one, and believe it or not, admittedly, my question was about Pinky Swabo. And surprise, surprise, he answered it. Look at it. Hi!
Hi!
I'm filming this like a TikTok because it's kind of a bit easier for me. Anyways, first of all, I love you so much. Second, I've been kind of thinking about this. And honestly, I'm a teensy bit nervous to ask, but in his voice, what do you think Pinky Swabo's favorite pickup line would be if he had to use one? If this gets answered, this is going to be a bit interesting.
Oh my...
Bye. Love you again.
Goodbye. Oh my dear, a very attractive young lady has asked Pinky what Pinky Swabo's favorite pickup line would be. I think it should be the following. I should say, bonjour, or rather, bonsoir, madame, mademoiselle. My name is Pinky. Pinky Swabo. I'm so sorry. Would you come a little closer? I just want to look at that little tiny mark on your forehead. Did that happen when you fell out of heaven, my angel? No. It's pretty good, don't you think? Yeah, so that's what Pinky Swabo would say. Thank you for knowing that. Pinky Swabo. I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my point. How did your dad make a living? Yeah, I'm a bit of a nut job. What a great question, and thank you so much, sweetie.
That is also a video I watch on a daily basis. It's just so sweet. Pinky called me attractive, and he knows what I look like now. Oh, the day we meet, he might recognize me, and that's just gonna be a whole... That's gonna be a day. I will for sure vlog that when that day comes. I am manifesting. I was also on a call with the same friend, and we both lost our minds because we both love that French mouse a lot. Goodness gracious, and the fact that I had to ask about pickup lines other than anything else about him. Well, maybe the next session of the podcast, who knows? Heck, I might ask another question about him. Oops, I just hope I'm not a bother. Like I'm saying about a lot of cartoons that I discovered or have been watching throughout my years, everything got me hooked. The music, the voice actors, just everything. It's literally not only Rob, but it is my life's mission to meet the entire cast of Animaniacs. Even the writer, the music writer, Randy Rogel. He's an absolute genius. Yakko's World was the first song that he's ever written for Animaniacs. This has literally been one of my comfort shows ever since I discovered the reboot. Like ever since then, I've been getting shirts and stuff. I will put that in a separate video. I've been binging everything that has to do with Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain, even Pinky Elmira and the Brain. It is a good show. It is a good show. There was some nice moments in there too, especially where Pinky fell in love with the pig. Just every time Pinky falls in love, it's so adorable. Fall in love with me. I'm just kidding. Maybe. Anyways, so whenever things stress me out, I always go to that show. Like everything that has to do with that show. I have a playlist of my favorite voice actor moments. Mostly him. Oops. I guess I consider him as one of my comfort voice actors. But overall, everything that has to do with that show, I always go to it. And it just makes me do one of these. Maybe one of these. Maybe one of these. You know what? If I have the guts to send this to the voice actors, which I probably might not do, maybe I might. I don't know. If I don't, oops. If I do, If any one of y'all are seeing this, you are amazing. I really hope to meet you soon here in Texas, if there's ever a convention here, because from the looks of it, it looks like it's been 2 years. 3 years, actually. Because the last thing I've seen of Rob and Maurice was when they were here in Dallas. I live in Fort Worth. When they were doing a convention at Fan Expo. And you can pretty much tell, I never discovered them back in that year. And dude, 2018 was such a year for me. In a very good way. Like that, if I would have discovered them in that year, maybe 2017, because you guys were here in Arlington. You guys were in my home city for Animaniacs Live in Concert. Like, dude, that 2017 and 2018 would have been a year. Like, what the heck? I'm just really hoping to meet you guys, because you guys are so talented, so nice, so sweet, so funny. Every positive affirmation I can think of. You've inspired me to become an actor. And Rob, I'm pretty sure this has been with many of your friends, but this book really inspired me. Like right when I finished the book, I was thinking, basically I was just planning the rest of my life out, and I'm manifesting that it will be great. I did find this college in Dallas, I think, like just for arts, and I'm planning on doing that. Like if regular college doesn't really work out, then I might go to that one. I didn't really plan all the other stuff yet, but I will. So, dude, you inspire me. So did the rest of you guys. And I cannot wait to bring you guys with me. Every viewer, every bestie, every family member, everybody. I cannot wait to bring you guys with me when all that goes on. Well, that is my story time of how I discovered Animaniacs. Look at me now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I am sorry about, I don't know if I should apologize for gushing over a 65-year-old man, but I do. He is the purest human being ever. I am sorry. So if y'all haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, press the bell for notifications, and good thing I already have an idea for the next one. So until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!